Alright, off we go on our Connecticut road trip. We are heading out, driving, okay, just change the thing, driving 90 miles, an hour and 42 minutes, and then that's to go see our friends, and after that, heading up to Mystic.
What's a Mystic?
Another place. But we're all loaded up here in the Model Y, and not too much of a difficult road trip mileage-wise or anything, but let's see how we do. So stick with us and let's drive.
That's right.
Alright, well, we're on our way, and it feels like every single time we leave the house, especially in this car, although, I mean, most of the time we take this car, my heart rate is through the roof from getting everybody in this car and getting all of our stuff in and all of the things that we inevitably forget 8 times. But I think we're ready now. Off to Connecticut. Alright, well, welcome to the channel, and if it's your first time here, please do subscribe. And
subscribe, like, and follow.
SSLF. Right. Well, anyway, crushing it. And as you'll notice, we're in our Tesla Model Y. If you are looking for an EV and considering a Tesla, please do use my referral code, which is down in the description, which will save you a bunch of money, get me some points. Maybe we can get the acceleration boost here in the Tesla, or get some swag or something.
What's the acceleration boost?
It makes you accelerate faster. It takes you from like 4.9 seconds 0 to 60 down to like 4.2 or 3, something like that.
Something you have to pay for.
You can do it with referral points. But even if you're not ready to buy a car yet, you can use the referral code to book a test drive, which will also get us all points. Alright, so we're on our way up to, what town are we going to?
Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Needs to be in the middle of
I know, but there's Fairfield, Connecticut, home of the University of Fairfield, the Fairfield Golden Hens professional team. I just made that up. I don't know. I feel like they must have some sort of minors.
It's not University of Fairfield. It's the Fairfield University.
Fairfield University, whatever. Okay.
What are
Heading up now, and we are charged to 100%, which no, we're not supposed to do often, but
they're the Fairfield
will
Stags.
help us here. Okay. Help us get all the way up there so that we have ample range to also get around Connecticut a little bit and not have to worry about charging until our drive back home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which will certainly include some stopping for lobster. We got the 5 of us in here. Everybody's cozy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can tell the air quality here is quite nice with our new HEPA air filters from Vion. Catch out the video we did on the installation for that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't smell like stinky boys in here right now. It smells nice.
Where did you install those?
It's the actual air filter. It goes in like underneath the footwell there. Alright, so I just found out that I have approval to borrow and drive a demo Hummer EV SUV from our local GMC dealership. So we're excited about
that's
that.
Where I get my oil changed out for the vehicle.
Oh, okay. And we were just talking about the Cadillac IQ EV that was launched. I kind of think it's cool. I mean, I'm not sure I'm an Escalade person, but I think it's pretty cool.
It's an Escalade?
Yeah.
I didn't, okay, so I don't know if it was the picture that you sent me, like the angle at which they took it. It looks very bulbous, is that a word? No, it looks very fat on the bottom.
Yeah.
And the wheel, what's the thing?
Arches.
Mm-hmm. Like, it looks too spaced out there, so it makes it look unnecessarily like you're riding.
It's huge, yeah. And it's not even like there's a bigger size. I didn't realize the regular Escalade comes in like 2 sizes. There's the regular and there's like a SV or...
There's the extended one.
Oh, yeah, maybe XLT or something. I don't know. But the EV one is the same size as the smaller one, so there's also potential for them to make a bigger one. But I mean, I'm glad to see there's more. I mean, I don't think we need the cars that big on the road, to be honest. But
It's the U.S.
But in the U.S., yeah, it's not gonna not go that way. So it's nice to at least see that there are more options coming in 3-row electric cars that'll actually fit a family like this. The charging and stuff on it just absolutely insane. The 400 plus mile range on it, and then the
Is that real though?
yeah, it's got a 200 kilowatt hour battery in it. It's like 3 times almost what this car has.
Are they actually going to make this then?
It'll be the same as the Hummer. They'll probably make 100 of them a year. Although I mean, I could see this being popular. How many neighbors do we have with?
They don't have Escalades. They have the GM. They have the Suburbans.
Suburbans and Tahoes.
We're a big suburban Tahoe.
Yeah.
Escalade was like hot for a minute, and then I feel like people stopped buying them because I don't know, maybe they got too expensive for what it was.
Yeah.
But like around us, it's mostly Suburbans and Tahoes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure there are plenty of people around us, but I'm not sure how many people are going to afford $130,000 starting price on there.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But it's cool to see some like the GM's it's called the Ultium platform. They're like battery and drive electric drive platform for everything.
Marlo, please stop.
Is really like they're starting to kind of leap ahead of everybody else with it. That's why so it's an 800 volt car, which is the same as the Hummer. I think the Silverado is going to be that as well. But that means that the charging is just super fast. And then putting that on
Ford, okay, Ford has the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
It has the Lightning.
Yep.
And that's it?
They have electric van also, like delivery van.
Okay, but they didn't want to like
They're working on their next one.
do the Expedition or something?
The Explorer, I think, is the next one. I don't know if it's gonna be like the 250 or if it's gonna be something small. Oh, I think maybe it was like the Ranger, Maverick.
That's a new car.
Yeah, Bronco's got to be next, right?
Unless they know they can't keep up with the demand of that.
But they have Mach-E's and F-150s sitting on the lots because the prices are on the higher side. Although they dropped the price on the F-150 and demand shot way up for it. But anyway, I'm excited to drive the Hummer and see if maybe if that does well. We'll see if we can do a good partnership with that dealership. Get some more cars too. All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions from actually people I work with about what car they should get right now. So in 2023, what electric car would you recommend to people? Or okay, yeah, Tesla.
Okay.
Rivian, Mercedes, BMW, Hyundai. All right, in 2023, what would you, if someone's asking you, what EV should they go look at or consider, what would you say?
I need to know more about them. How many of them are there? How often are they driving?
Let's say...
what's their purpose? Where do they live?
Okay, let's say 2 people living in Hoboken that drive around Hudson County and New York most of the time and do periodic trips to I don't know, the Poconos and the Catskills to go hiking.
Where are they charging in Hoboken?
They actually have. Okay, well that's a good question. So let's okay. So option 1, they have charging in their apartment.
Like in their garage?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think a sedan. Are they outdoorsy? Like do they travel with a lot of baggage? Do they need like to put kayaks on their car?
No kayaks.
Like a sedan. I just haven't been in any like different sedans other than a Model X. Model 3.
Okay, sorry. So let me be more specific. So they're considering between a Tesla and a say a Mach-E, and then like a Audi whatever the small SUV hybrid is, or a GLE hybrid.
What's the GLE? The Mercedes?
Yeah.
be the only like downfall.
Yeah.
I would say is like also compare. So my point is I don't know enough about the different cars and stuff.
Mhm.
Like if you say okay, I have 50 grand to spend. This
Yeah.
is what you get for 50 grand in each car. I would do that comparison first before just looking at it.
Yeah.
I would also be careful for like nickel and diming. Like obviously you need to do the math on like technology and charging time and stuff too.
Yeah.
What I would say is that it's almost worse now that you have more options because it's going to take you a longer time to pick a car, whereas like when it was just Tesla or like hybrid and you wanted electric, you went with Tesla.
Yeah. So what I said is I don't think if they didn't have charging at their place, I wouldn't recommend a full battery electric vehicle right now because I think it's just too much of a hassle and it's going to be it'll turn you off and you won't want to like ever come back to it even later, unless it's a Tesla and you like are willing to go like go around Hoboken and Jersey City. There's Superchargers anyway, so you'd be able to survive that way, but you'd be paying a lot of money just to supercharge all the time, and it's not great for the car to only supercharge, and it would just be a hassle. Whereas like having the charging at your apartment or whatever means that it's actually making your life easier because you don't have to worry about like going and finding a gas station, and your car is going to just be charged like whenever you need it. So I think a Tesla probably makes sense comparatively with among like battery electric vehicles, but that equation will change when the other ones move to the Tesla standard, and we're close enough to that now, and it seems like it's going to happen one way or the other. They're not going to go back on that stuff. So I don't think it's a huge risk to go for something else, especially like I assume that their charging at their apartment is normal like J1 772 level 2 charging, which will work on any car. So that's not like a limitation that would only work for Tesla.
That's the next thing all these like older high-rise buildings need to do is update their garages.
Yeah. Yep. But then I guess price-wise, like the Audi and the Mercedes ones, I think they're still a bit higher than like even a Model Y would be. So it's not a total apples to apples comparison, but I was saying like the features and the luxury and stuff that you would get in those ones compared to a Tesla is going to be massively different. Like, not that this interior is so Spartan and minimalistic. You're not like getting a whole bunch of luxury in here. Like, stuff is just kind of put together. Like, it's not like cheap and plasticky or something, but like it's just there's not much. Whereas in those other ones, you're going to get like massaging seats and much nicer materials and everything, and it's just going to be put together a bit nicer. So
you have fine German engineering.
Yeah, so like you're paying a premium for that, but it might be worth it. Their EV, like true battery electrics, I would not have really recommended like the e-tron or the what's Mercedes' the EQE or the BMW i4 or iX before, but if when those ones move to Tesla, also I think that changes it and might be worth it.
Or no? They announced it.
I can't remember, and I kind of get confused between now who announced that they were doing the Tesla thing and who joined the thing that they're going to build chargers. So I'm pretty sure Mercedes did. I think BMW did too. I don't remember if Audi didn't because they're part of Volkswagen. That changes things. But anyway, so my overall recommendation though right now, like it's almost like a phone. Like if someone asks you what phone to get, they should probably they should probably just get an iPhone. Like if it's not a thing that they've gone as crazy in-depth nerd mode on as we do with stuff, like it's going to be tough to do anything other than a Tesla. So Artian, stay in your lane, bro. So I would certainly say Tesla is the way to go.
Such a bad spot for a cop at the beginning of a hill.
Yeah, I'm just going to slow everybody down. Yeah. And so I just think with the ease of use, how great the charging network is and everything, if you get a Tesla, you're not going to like regret it. Things are going to work for you. You're not going to have like bad experiences. You're not going to find a bunch of broken chargers or ones that are barely working. And
you'll be happy to know the chargers.
It's just going to work.
At ShopRite work now.
Yeah, they replaced them. Both of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought they looked new.
Yeah, I was there a couple weeks ago, and I was there. They were both broken for a while. Then
They were working again.
Then only one was working for a while, and now both seem to be working. And they go pretty decent
nice
fast. Yeah.
10-mile, 15-mile charge.
Yeah, I think they're because there's a Tesla one, so it's faster than like a normal level 2 one. So I think you get like it's like 11 kilowatts or something on
Again, things I don't really care to.
it. Okay, 200. 400 times. I think they're 40 amp, maybe 48 amp.
You know who that is.
48 amp. Yeah, so it's like 9 kilowatts. All right, so in 2023, I guess recommendation. Unless you're sure you can make your life work with something that is not going to be able to use Tesla chargers, get a Tesla. It's a nice Mach-E. So we started off at 100%. We drove just under 100 miles to Fairfield, and it took us just under 2 hours. All right, well, we're off the highway now and 10 minutes away, and we're projected to get there with 62%, which seems pretty terrible to me. So, can you swipe this too? Oh, yeah, okay. So, 93 miles an hour and 40 minutes. We haven't even been going that fast. We've barely been pushing 70 for most of the drive. So 278 watt-hours per mile. Okay, that's not horrible, so interesting. I don't know why. It seems like we shouldn't have used so much, but I guess I'm just off. Do anything weird here? No, we used right about the projection, so good. 4 miles from the miles per hour wind from the south cost 0.6%. Okay, nothing really off here, so I guess that's just what we should expect. And then, oh, the other cool thing, could you show on the map the Superchargers, please? Fairfield is like Superchargers Central. We've got 3 different ones. So there's
95.
two off of 95 on the
North and southbound.
North and southbound. Yep, with the rest stops. Are they both V3s here?
They're 250s.
Yep. And how big are they?
I think 6 or 8. Oh, must be 12. The northbound is an 11 staller, and the southbound is an 8 staller.
Okay, gotcha. And then what about the one in Fairfield itself?
12
which is bigger?
stalls.
Okay, 12 stalls. Also a V3.
250.
Nice. So, you got a Tesla, head to Fairfield.
No.
Okay. You heard it here first. All right, we are almost here. How was the drive, everybody? Great. Boys, how was the drive?
Good.
Great. Mommy, how was the drive?
Fine.
Cool.
I'm concentrating on not having an accident.
Okay. All right, well, we're going past multiple superchargers here, but we don't need to use them or anything. All right, so good drive. We're gonna arrive here in Fairfield, see our friends, and
One right here.
later this afternoon we'll head out and continue our adventure. Oh, we're parked here and they have a Tesla charger, so let's see if we can maybe borrow it. Can you take it easy? All right, well, we're here. Time to explore the best that Fairfield has to offer. All right, we had a great time at our friend's place in Fairfield, and now we are heading out to Shelton, I think it's called, for the night, and then tomorrow we're gonna hit up Mystic. So an awesome day exploring Connecticut. And it turns out we are near Frank Pepe and Two Roads Brewery, so Daddy's got some hard choices to make tonight. Who knew Connecticut was this great? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sweet. All right, let's do it. All right, well, everybody is tucked away in the hotel, which is actually very, very nice. We have like a 2-floor loft kind of situation with 2 bathrooms, which is kind of unheard of in a single hotel. But anywho, I'm heading out back into, I guess, Bridgeport to Arthur's for some pizza. It was Connecticut pizza. And I'm probably gonna stop at Brewport Brewing Company to get us something to go with it. So we're getting ourselves a nice little tour here of Bridgeport, Connecticut, which I've driven past like 1,000 times, and I don't think I've ever actually been through. So let's check it out. So we had the opportunity to get Frank Pepe pizza since we were in New Haven, but we had just been there about a month ago, so elected to try something different, and we decided to stop here. Alright, we are at Arthur's Famous Pizza. Alright, well, definitely an interesting area for the pizza, but looks pretty good. Cash only. I had to use the sketchy ATM, but hey, you do what you gotta do. But now we're gonna go ahead to Brewport Brewing and pick something up there. All right, sweet spot here. This looks pretty awesome. I wish we were actually all coming here together and sitting here, but I have to settle with a little takeout. Pretty cool. Kind of right under 95 though, near the arena here. But this looks like an awesome spot. Cool outside. All right, heading out from Brewport back to the hotel. Got a little slice of Bridgeport here with us that we are gonna sample once we get back to the room. So, I mean, would have been awesome to be able to hang around here, but with the kids, got to get to the hotel early. So, not a bad way to do it though. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna head off to Mystic, where we will be checking out the Seaport and Mystic downtown, and sure getting some coffee. And then for lunch, the real question is, do we do pizza again at the famous Mystic Pizza, or should we look for some seafood? I'm kind of feeling seafood, but we'll see how it goes. And we'll see if we have any time for the aquarium, but probably not. But another spot where there are just a ton of Tesla chargers, so should be really easy getting around, and our drive all the way back home should be nice and easy too. Love that in Connecticut here you've got Superchargers all along I-95 at the rest stops, so really not at all inconvenient and makes it quite easy and don't have to be stressed or even really kind of think about it. All right, let's get there.
Something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you, I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah.
All right, we're here now at the Residence Inn by Marriott. Just not bad at all. And turns out we both forgot our phone chargers. Luckily we have a USB-C phone charger in the car, but no plugs that we can actually plug in with, and the hotel has USB-A plugs. But you would think you could charge it in the car, but no, apparently, because I walked into the pool with my phone earlier, it won't let me charge because it says there's water detected in the lightning port. So I guess that's a good safety feature so that I don't fry the phone, but kind of in a bad place with charging right now, but what can you do? So anyway, one other cool thing here, interesting cars here at this hotel. We have got hardly any EVs, lots of minivans, no chargers here, which is, you know, I wish that there were, but I mean, I also knew that there weren't any, because I looked on PlugShare and everything before coming here. Really aren't very many in this area at all, which is kind of surprising. But then you've got this sweet ride here. How cool is that? Wouldn't that be amazing to get and do an electrical conversion on? I would love that. So maybe that'll be my next project. Let me know if I should make an offer here. But yeah, this is now like the second or third hotel we've stayed at in a row where there's been either a Volkswagen bus or a big like RV stay in there. So peace and love, man. All right, well, we're gonna turn in, and tomorrow it's off to Mystic. All right, bye-bye Residence Inn by Marriott's, which was actually very nice. I think we're gonna be staying at more Residence Inns. They even had oat milk for coffee.
So did the other one though.
Yeah, what was it?
It was by
that
the
Fairfield?
it was by the cereal.
Spring Hill?
Spring Hill Sweets.
Yeah.
Which was not really a sweet, which was incredibly claustrophobic.
That one? Yeah. Well, this one was, this was great. I like that, you get, I like that you get, oat milk at all these places now. But yeah, very nice at the Residence Inn by Marriott's, and we get points. And ridiculously hot coffee.
But pretty good coffee.
Oh yeah. Alright, well now we're on our way to Mystic. We're gonna get some more coffee there, I guess, and then walk around the Seaport. So onward. Oh, and we're at... Okay, we're at 50% right now, and we're gonna get to Mystic at 21%, so we might have to get some charge there.
Just relax.
Something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes, just open the door. One thing certain, I'll always be yours.
We have a weird Tesla install up here. There's only 2 chargers, which I don't think I've ever really seen before at like a rest stop like this. I wonder if they're being put in still, and only 2 are online right now. Yeah, it looks like a lot of construction. Oh no, there's literally just 2 there. Huh. Strange. And then I don't see anything non-Tesla there. But yeah, they've like a brand new gas station with a ton of stalls there, but I don't know why they would have only put in 2 Tesla ones. Oh well, guess we'll look for a different one on the way home. All right, we're here at the Mystic Seaport. Let's go on a nautical adventure, right? Are we gonna go see the boats?
Yeah.
What kind of boats?
Nothing.
Nothing boats? Big boats or baby boats?
Baby boats.
Baby boats and big boats?
I think medium ones too.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go check it out.
I don't think really big ones.
All right, was this museum building here when we were here last time?
What do you see in the park?
We were here like, how long ago? Oh, they were
like
babies,
6
so-
months old.
Yeah, like 6.5 years ago.
4 months
What
old.
do you see?
Ooh.
We were here.
Oh, and clearly in need of EV chargers here, because not only are we here, but we got the Rainbow Unicorn Ioniq 5 too. And a surfboard. Surfing on it. Surprisingly, not that many like level 2 public chargers here in Mystic. You got Tesla stuff, and that's kind of it. And all throughout Connecticut, we've noticed the rest stops and everything have tons of Tesla chargers, but not very much elsewhere. and there could be a lot more infrastructure still. So Mystic Seaport is an old maritime village, most of it from the 19th century, built up around the whaling industry. And so you'll find lots of interesting mansions along the way, and then in the village itself they have live demonstrations of how a lot of the buildings operated, what a lot of the jobs were back then to support the industry, and of course a ton of stuff just to get out on the water, including some giant boats, whaling ships, and others. All right, happy family here at the Mystic Seaport Museum, checking out all the boats. Where should we start off?
Over there.
Don't you have a map?
Okay. I don't know, I put it away, I gave it to you.
Where should we start off?
All right, why don't we just walk? I think we'll figure it out. Come on. Let's go check out the boats and the buildings. So this is the historic seaport where they built many of the ships and where a lot of the whaling took place back in the mid 1800s.
Anders?
No,
Just
don't
stop,
know
Anders.
Whaling is...
to ask a question about that. Is in the middle of something.
Well, it's alright. Whaling is... They would go out in their boats and actually hunt whales. Because...
Hunt whales?
Well, yes, it was not a good thing. And then they realized that it wasn't a good thing when all the whales were gone. Almost gone. So then they stopped, and now it's against the law to hunt whales. But there used to be a whole lot more whales. But anyway, this is where they did all the whaling, they would do it for sperm whales to get the oil from them. That was actually the largest source of energy in the country before the advent of electric lighting and everything. So all of that oil would go to like lamps and lighting. You know, we weren't sure if we should pay for the Seaport Museum or not, but we said, yeah, we might as well do it just for the halibut. You used to be able to get in here for free just to walk around, and now they've got it all fenced off so that you actually have to get the admission to come in, but at least it means we can enjoy all the exhibits and stuff here. Whoa, look at that, Arlo. Mm-hmm.
This one's so weird. This is so weak.
Mm-hmm.
This one's weak.
Yes, sir.
Without actually losing that whale. However, we know that male sperm whales can dive upwards of 4,000 feet. And so that is why you may lower 2 whaleboats for 1 whale, so that if your line was running out, the men could fall over that secondary whaleboat and bend their lines together, giving them about 4,000 feet maximum. If there was not another whaleboat in the area and these men were running out of room,
And then this is a bunk room for the carpenter. Good thing you have your flashlight.
Again? What is it?
I'm just stepping in.
This is just a funny
So this is...
Oh, it's just the water.
Yeah. cool things that we found at Mystic Seaport was this art exhibit called Oceanus, which is a series of paintings that show the impact that humans have had on the planet and especially maritime life out over the centuries. So it was really cool to see, and I love the pictures.
Well, whatever you decide to do here today, we hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Mystic Seaport Museum. Thank you.
Why did your whole face need to go?
Bro,
Nothing, guys. Just
the movies is?
yeah.
Oh. So we're gonna do something else?
We're gonna go to the art festival next.
And the owners of it wanted to know what you're going to do with it. And they told them what they're going to do with it, and they said, just take it. So we were able to move it. We were going to move it by barge. They were going to move it by barge. But they couldn't get out. You see a picture of it there. It was first that came down here. They went and took the foundation or handle. It just worn out.
Now what? Look, he clamps it in there. He's going to twist it around. Wow. What, bud? Which stuff? Probably, yeah, anything that's metal in here, pretty much. Look at that. Look, do you see the big twist in there now? Look at that.
Let's go explore. Area.
You also have the option to go out on the water itself in several different boats that they have here. And then they also have this miniature village recreation model that shows what Mystic was like in the 1800s when a lot of the shipping and whaling industry was here. You can see just how lively it was back then. We also love discovering all of the cool hands-on maritime exhibits and just opportunities for kids to check out what it would have been like back in the 1800s, and even some stuff like this where you could see what it'd be like operating on a ship, raising some of these giant sails. Kids absolutely love playing with all of this stuff. We thought we'd only be at the seaport for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, based off of the time that we spent when the kids were like 6 months old, but we just had so much fun and there was so much to see and do, and it was such a nice day that we ended up staying for closer to 4 hours before we walked over to the Mystic Art exhibit. Right after the seaport, we found this incredible local art show. It just goes on for miles. All tucked in at the seaport here. There's got lots of diesel engines here too. So this produces 75 horsepower. Can you imagine? Couldn't even find a car that would produce this little now. And then there's this other giant tugboat one over here that's 875, I think. It's amazing to think that now we've got electric drive motors that can produce almost that much horsepower and are smaller than these dogs. Weighs 40,000 pounds, 850 horsepower. We're back now at the car with some nice and well-deserved AC after walking around at the art festival in the Seaport. And we are going to get some seafood here at Sea Swirl before heading into Mystic. So Mystic, the town, was a significant seaport in Connecticut There were over 600 ships built here out over the course of 135 years, starting in 1784. And it is home of one of the largest maritime museums in the United States, has a number of preserved sailing ships, and is home to the Mystic Aquarium. So driving through town, we really enjoyed seeing all of the historic houses, and of course the large drawbridge that connects the two parts of the town as well. Then we headed out to find some seafood just right outside of town. Alright, we're here at Sea Swirl restaurant, ice cream place and seafood place. And we've got this awesome view here right on the water. We've got some like herons back there. You can even see all the way into downtown Mystic too. But nice and quiet and relaxing here along the water. Nice spot to get some food before heading into Mystic and then getting back on the road.
Daddy.
We have a BMW iX over there. Yes. Alright, we've got quite the feast. We have the lobster roll, fries of course, burger, clams,
No, it's mine.
and a hot dog bigger than his head. And what'd you get?
Mine.
Mine.
I'm sick of sharing with you.
It's all yummy. Ooh, alright, that was a good lunch and it is hot, so I think everybody needs a little nap. We're gonna just kind of drive through Mystic now, hit the Supercharger at Mystic Village, and then head home because we've got a lot of traffic on the way. But we are down to 13% battery, and luckily the Supercharger is like a mile away. But we got preconditioned. We're gonna route the way there so that it preconditions, so that we get even better charging speeds. But it should be pretty great because the car will certainly be nice and warm right now.
It's short, but
Alright,
it's
here we go.
7
The Mystic Art Festival was also going on while we were here. This is just an absolutely massive art festival where you can find all kinds of local art and stuff from all across New England and even a few things from across the country. So unfortunately we didn't get as much time to explore that as we probably would have liked, but it stretched all the way from the Seaport out here to town and seemed like there was some really cool stuff there, so next year. Alright, we're here at the Supercharger in Mystic Village, which is a nice V3 one with, I think I said 12 stalls, but it's all spread out. Pretty cool. Nice thing is by having this configuration you actually get some shade. So, let's get charging here. These ones are always great and so fast. The one thing I'm kind of think is interesting here is they've actually got this one with the poles marked off for this side, so a non-Tesla could theoretically charge here, but I checked and no magic dock there. Whew, got a lot of cooling going on. It's a hot one, so hopefully we get decent charging rates with how hot it is. But yeah, you got that, then you've got this kind of pull-in one here, and there's enough space in here. I guess you kind of block if you had a trailer, but not bad. And then all of these ones, and up there as well. So pretty nice. And then, not really sure what is over there, but on the other side over there is the Mystic Village shops and stuff. So think we're just gonna go take a little walk here because we've got 30 minutes to charge up to get enough juice to get back home. So let's go see what other amenities are here. Oh, but one of the really nice things here is you're kind of being here where, I mean, actually we just came off 95 trying to route over here. We're like maybe 3 minutes off of 95, but I think just because of this location and the fact that there are so many other superchargers along 95, like right at rest stops and stuff, it seems like this one really gets very little traffic. So you're not competing with people here. There's no wait or anything like that. I mean, we just got another Model 3 pulling in here, but obviously there's no sort of wait or shared charging or anything, nor would there be anyway since this is a V3. But yeah, and it looks like they've got, I think I see like 5 cabinets up there. So 5 cabinets, 12 chargers. So you got three posts per charger, which is pretty standard, but it can actually share across all of those. I think 5 is the maximum that it can load share across. But basically, yeah, so basically this site will always get optimal charging because it can be distributed fully across all of these posts, meaning like us, we just plugged in pretty dead, so we're pulling full power, but this other car that's here, that's probably been sitting here a while longer, doesn't need quite as much, so we can split across, but with this many, we really don't have to worry about it. Anders, dude, can you please take it easy? You don't really have to worry about it too much, but like if this site were full, essentially it can balance as necessary across here, and every car can basically get as much power as the car can pull. And yeah, we're getting to, it's not as high as I thought. We're getting 216. I thought, it's ramping up a little bit. Yeah, I thought we might be getting like 253, 254, which is the max I have ever seen, but going pretty good. All right, let's go check out the area here. Yeah, so not a ton of like amenities right at the chargers, but short walk over here to, from there, over to here for this Starbucks, which is pretty nice.
Hey, there's a Starbucks here.
Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, we're trying to figure out if there's a way to get out of this part and cross the road here to like the stores over there. Months old. You do?
Well, can't you hear me? Well, big old man. Well, can't you hear me when I call?
So we walked over here, went to the bathroom, and the car's already at 65% from, I think, 11 when we plugged in. Just insane how fast the V3 chargers get it charged up. They're more than enough to get home, but kind of enjoying the band right now. So, we'll get going here in a minute. All right, well, as usual, someone was hasty in unplugging, but actually we kind of did need to because we're already at 80% after basically just walking over there, going to the bathroom, listening to the blues band for a minute, and then coming back here. We somehow went from like 11% to 79. I'll put all of the charging information up on the screen, but now it is time for us to head back to New Jersey. Oh man, I wish we had air-conditioned seats, cooled seats. Alright, well, it's gray Tesla Central. We got a blacked out wrapped one, and then this guy in the Y. Yeah,
like
it's
it's
all
empty. You're gonna
parked
park
right
on top of the other person.
Here you go now.
Oh boy.
Yes,
we got a lot of work to do to educate people here with etiquette for charging. Huh. Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter. It's a V3 one.
But still,
yeah.
That's just
like going and
peeing.
using,
That's like peeing.
using the urinal next to, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Using the urinal next to somebody else when the rest of the place is empty.
Here, that's right.
All right, here we go. Heading back home. About to hit the road again. Oh, I am so sweaty. I'm like,
I'm so unhappy.
like hallucinating. Oh my goodness. So it's a good thing that we stopped at that one, because the new London one that it wanted us to stop at now has a wait. And look at the usage there. Everybody's out and about this weekend. So dodged a bullet there. We have tons of charge. We're gonna get home with 13%, which is just about perfect. A lot of people here with their kayaks too. Every time we go up to Connecticut or New England, have a great time and always think, oh, we should do this way more often. And then we do the drive home, and it's this.
No.
Every time.
I'm holding it, Daddy.
Okay. What do you think, Carla? Is it nice or no?
No.
No.
It's bad.
It's bad, yeah. The end.
It's good.
It's good?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
That's Mommy's hat.
Oh, it's Daddy's hat.
Dad, want me to see your hat? Dad, want me to see your hat?
You know, you would never get to see all of this beautiful
Dad, want
local
me to see your
scenery
hat?
if it weren't for all the traffic on
Dad,
95.
want me to see your hat? I saw his hat.
Alright, we are losing our minds now, and we're still 2 hours and 20 minutes from home. The traffic is abysmal. But we're singing Howard Doward had a farm. And the Tesla is drunk on what it thinks our arrival state is going to be. So it started at 13 when we left. It's back at 12 now, which seems fine. But it's just been up and down nonstop. At one point it was telling us 4%, 5%,
How to stop
6.
to charge.
Yeah, it was starting to add a charger in Darien, Connecticut to get us home. So I have no idea what's going on if we're going to run out of charge along the way. But the nice thing is there's plenty of superchargers along this highway, and we're barely using any energy since we are averaging like 10 miles an hour. So the journey continues.
No, it was.
We had a bathroom emergency, so we stopped here, but we figured since there's a CCS charger and we've got our adapter, might as well use it. Let's get it going. This is a horrible placement, but you know, we gotta like go in this not a real spot kind of thing to get this cable in because it's way too short. But it is working thanks to our CCS adapter, and it's only 35 cents a kilowatt hour, which is cheaper than Tesla. Apple Green Electric. Thank you. So this is, what's that name? I'll put 350 amped. Let's say 920 volts. Got it, but never know. Is it actually going? It is charging. 127 kilowatts. Not bad. 2 minutes of bathroom time, but 5 kilowatts better than nothing. Alright, and these are so big. $1.50. Sweet. Classic drug getting iced here by Supra. Me being forced into a non-existent spot. What? Nothing. I just said that it's so nice to be iced by this Subaru here that you need to park here.
They're changing their kid.
Alright, so it's really nice to have that option to do the CCS thing, just like while we're running into the rest stop there. And I like that they installed those ones there, because there are more than enough Tesla Superchargers along the highway here. But kind of made me realize, like, there's a relatively, their days are numbered. They're probably gonna have to like go through and at least change out the handles on all of those from CCS to the NACS one. But I don't know, like, what the conversion, for these ones, which look like they're, some sort of like white labeled production. This one was Apple Energy or something. But I couldn't tell who made the charger itself, but I think it was like one of the common CCS ones. So I guess they should like make other equipment, but I don't know what the process is going to be for them to change them out. But at least it was working well, and other than it being iced and the spots being poorly designed, very nice location there and everything. And that gives us an extra 5% battery buffer now for us to use up on our drive home.
How much does that place cost?
The charging? It was 35 cents a kilowatt hour, so it's 12 cents a kilowatt hour cheaper than Tesla.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's not as fast.
It was like half the speed. You're getting like 127.
That makes, so it would cost you the same amount.
It would not, because it's about the amount that you're putting in, not the time it's taking. So if you decide for equal times, I guess it would cost the same.
Yeah, okay.
But you would get half as much of this.
Yeah.
But if you filled the car up completely, that would be a lot more. Tesla would be a lot more. I mean, a lot is relative to be a couple dollars more. Anywho, nice option at least. Alright, drive continues.
Also, I stopped there.
Here we go past another, there were ice cars in the Tesla ones? Of course. All for it?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, that was the very next stop, and so it was Tesla instead of CCS, so it seems like they're kind of alternating. So our drive back home, which on the way up took us about 3 hours, on the way back home took us closer to 4 with all of the traffic. Seems to always be the case when you drive through New England, especially Connecticut. But the views and awesome weather were absolutely worth it for the weekend. Alright, well, we're almost getting home now. And we would just say another successful Tesla road trip in the books. Sure. What's wrong with it?
It's loud. Your
Loud?
children are loud.
Oh, cars are kind of loud too on this road.
Yeah.
But not bad. I mean, 2 days in Connecticut from New Jersey, and we only charged once. And even that was too fast because we didn't have enough time to go explore the village and stuff that we wanted to.
That's right, it was hot and crowded.
It was hot and crowded, correct. Yeah, but Arlo wanted to listen to the blues. Another successful trip done.
Where did the summer go?
Seriously. I know, next thing you know, we're going to be doing our Vermont ski trips. Alright, well, thank you for sticking with us this far. If you've made it this far and you haven't yet, please do subscribe so you don't miss anything else coming to the channel. Looks like we've got some big, exciting EVs that I'll be driving and reviewing. We've got some more road trips planned, and there's always new news to cover as well. So you don't want to miss any of that. With that, we'll see you out there on the road.